You're such an asshole.
Hey, Asshole Consulting, banging it out here. Hey, Aaron, I've been a fan of your videos throughout high school, and they've really helped out tremendously through my years in the artificial, boring as hell, and hardly useful years as a schooling environment thus far. Taking a good dump is more beneficial than going to school right now. I do not envy you. So first, I'd like to thank you for that. However, I want to keep this as short as possible. I am currently an 18-year-old male working 2 jobs, keeping myself afloat. On my own money, I'm about to graduate in the top of my class. With working 2 jobs, making my car payments, managing some investments, however, I can already tell I'm not like most people. Yeah, like most 18-year-olds are still living at mom and dad's house and don't have a job and don't have investments. Don't have car payments either. What are you doing with a car payment, by the way? You should always pay cash for cars. But I'll let you handle your finances then. At least people that are my age, with your videos, however, I learned to accept the reality of a high IQ, and I've kept my head out of my ass and my time wasted on girls to a minimum. So my problem remains as to what in the fuck I'm going to do after high school. Again, I am trying to keep things short, so to put it plainly, I do not feel like college is a place I would fit in. I don't think you'd fit in there either unless you're going for some high-level IT or STEM degree. I enjoy the occasional party, get drunk, and clock out from the school, work, study, sleep schedule, but meeting people I can engage with, I don't have the best hopes for it. No. It's just like, so you know what high school is like? That's just like college, except the taxpayers are paying a shit ton of money for you to go and learn Marxist indoctrinated slop. The students aren't any more mature. They're probably even worse because their parents aren't around. College is just high school version 2.0. I'm trying to keep the same. Biggest problem is like, so my biggest problem is, of course, with the cost of college more than it is the social aspect. My family situation will definitely support me going to college for a degree that I would likely choose to be computer engineering. There you go. It's one of the few things I can enjoy and is intellectually stimulating for myself. This is great for me, but the debt involved is terrifying and have been working already while going to school. I could say that college isn't the life I want for another 4 years. Well, tough fucking shit. Tough fucking shit. Do you want to know how I ended up here? Do you want to know how I ended up here? It's because life was fucking hard. It was hard. There was no familial support, financially speaking. There was no fucking guidance. None. We didn't have the internet to go and consult. And then I had to go and make my mistakes and learn. Some of these mistakes took a decade, 15 years for me to finally figure out that bankers are full of bullshit. That if you had gray hair, that meant you were probably dumb. Not to mention figuring out, oh wait, what if I got a high IQ? Does that mean there's any ramifications with that? Right? That's how I got here. That's how I'm this wonderful, charming, lovable fucking guy that I am today. Right? That's how Asshole Consulting started. That's how I learned to get entrepreneurship, because I could not tolerate and stand the fucking normies and inferiors that were bosses, co-workers, and everybody fucking else. And then that gal, it forces you. You're ostracized. And then you come out hard and as sharpened as a fucking diamond saw. And all of a sudden you're making money because you're an entrepreneur. And you could be poor. You could live in a basement where it's 30 degrees. You could endure and suffer. That's how you succeed and become a unique and independent man. Or woman. Right? And you want to go to school for 4. Oh, you don't want hard things? Oh, I didn't know I was talking to an American girl from the suburbs. You don't want anything bad to have. Well, you don't want anything tough to have. Tough shit. That's what separates superior people from inferior people. The superior people endure the tough shit. They go to the gym. They run. They work out. They exercise the mind. They take challenging stuff like you're about to do in computer science. All right, but too bad you don't want to go to school for 4 years. That's tough shit. We don't get what we want. And the sooner you learn that, the more successful you'll be. Thus I ask what my best avenue for success is. I've had at times throughout my work experience where I've learned when I was making good money that it isn't worth a goddamn thing if you have no one around to enjoy it with. That's good. That's the first step towards minimalism. You're going to realize that your friends and associations and conversation and human interaction is more important than things. So you're not going to buy a fancy car you can't afford. You're not going to get a car loan. You're not going to get a fancy McMansion. You're not going to buy fancy clothes. You're going to appreciate humans. So that's going to cut your budget way down. But it still doesn't mean it's going to be easy. You're still going to have to go into step. At this point, I'm wondering if pursuing such a degree is worth anything at all. The salary at the end would be great, although I hate the idea of the debt involved, and at the end, it would be pointless because I value other people more than currency. Yeah, but you got to eat, dude. You have to pay for rent, right? And you can go major in easy bullshit, or, and there's nothing wrong with traveling. Go ahead, do that. Read my book, Reconnaissance Man. I'm all for every young man or woman in 17, 18. Go travel first before you go to college. Absolutely. There's no reason to go to college. But inevitably, you are going to have to get a skill, and your life is going to, for what modicum of investment of time, be it a 4-year STEM degree, computer programming boot camp, or whatever, for that modicum of 4 years of time, or 2 years in certifications and self-study, you're going to save yourself decades of life in ease. All right? Just get it done and over with, so that you're not sitting there. You don't want to waste your time filling out applications. You don't want to waste your time applying for jobs. You don't want to waste your time hunting for jobs. You don't want to waste your time sitting and being interrogated by the fucking HR cunt from hell, asking you stupid questions that have nothing to do with the job or your degree or your profession. You want to be a highly skilled, highly sought after, highly compensated professional of whatever in demand. Again, we all talk about STEM and all that. That's fine. You want the world working for you, so you're not pissing away your time applying for jobs, trying to make ends meet, working a second job to make the ends meet, and instead you go work your 4 hours a day, part-time because you're a minimalist, and then you spend the rest of the time hanging out with friends, hanging out with buddies, raising your kids, whatever it is. You're going to save more time if you major in the right thing now and put in your... And what are you going to do? Really? What are you going to do at 20? What, no one's around during the daytime because you don't want to go to college? You realize it's just old people and fucking daytime television? Get your ass into fucking school, or the military, or a programming book, or something, and start making yourself you want to aim for at least $30 an hour. That'd be good. Ideally remotely located, location independent. You can work from home. But that's what you want to be aiming for. Right? So you are going to go to school of some kind, trade school, boot camp, STEM, traditional 4-year degree, whatever, but that's going to make your life a lot easier. Interactions with other people cannot be bought, and I find it hard to see what a good salary can supply for myself. An easy life. Trust you. You're not even out of... I'd love to see you. Can you support yourself? Can you pay rent, food, clothing, and shelter, and insurance, and your cell phone bill? Can you? Do you know how hard that is when you make $15 an hour? Do you know how easy it is when you make $50 an hour? You see the freedom I'm trying to get you to think about? The salary... I'm not sure anything else I would be interested in enough to pursue a career that would not involve college. I have no fear of simply just needing to work my ass off for a few more years to really get myself where I need to be. Yeah, that's what you got to do. So don't worry about needing to call me a pussy on me. I've already done it. I just need clarity on what to do next. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated as to what to do going forward. Please just quote me for an email response and thanks for what you do. Okay, put your time in now. There's no avoiding it. Like all these girls that go major in the liberal arts and they inevitably have to go back to college, pay twice the tuition for a master's degree in the exact same worthless fucking shit. Then they gotta go and they got $200,000 in debt. Then they gotta go claw for grant money or some kind of charity make-work government job. I'm the public health administrator. I'm a social worker. Then I gotta get a license to be a teacher. Then I want to get my special license. You need a license to teach the 4th grade. No. Look at how much time and effort and resources they're pissing away on that. You want one and done, man. Get your fucking hardcore STEM degree now or awesome trade or skill. And don't ever enter that world of begging and pleading for jobs that liberal arts majors have to. Alright? That's your best. And then it's going to say, it's going to suck now. You're going to have to go without human interaction to the level you'd like. But it's better that way. So then you're not working. I remember having to work security at night. You know what? You don't get to talk to people while working security at night because there ain't no people around. Daytime, you work your banking job, and you go to dance class, you go on social. But honestly, yeah, don't chintz out on this. Do not chintz. Get your ass into a real program. I don't care what it is, but there better be a fucking job at the end of it. While you're young, you got the energy, you can do it. And avoid being I'm 55, I'm going to go back to college to get my master's in creative writing. Because you won't have the energy. And by that time, your career is fucking over. You're not going to make money. So do it right now. Right the first time, and you're making your $50 an hour by the time you're 30. All right, that's it. You guys got questions? The old captain's got answers. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. Let me not jump the gun here. Idea that one alternative to college I feel strongly about is pursuing a job with the railroad. Absolutely, that's great. I know people who work in the railroad. Good pensions, good benefits. It's hard work, but again, you're going to put your time in one way or the other. I worked at a company subcontracted with the railroad already, and it is a viable thought lingering in my mind that I'd like to hear your thoughts on. Thanks again for what you do. I would do that. Go work up some money on the railroad. Just do that. I absolutely, before you even go to college, do that. That would be awesome. If you get some free time, take some classes online through an accredited online college like Western Governors University or ASU Online. Get your prereqs out of the way so oh my God, I'm falling behind the other dipshit millennials. But yeah, I think you should absolutely follow up on the railroad. And then that, not because you might even get a career on the railroad, it's going to give you perspective and you're going to get your balls kicked in. And then you'll realize, oh wow, this is what the real world is like. And then you'll have perspective, and more importantly, you will have wisdom. And while you're sitting out there figuring out what you want to do, you'll have enough time to actually figure out what you want to do. Not, I like child psychology. In my junior year in high school, I'm good with children because I babysit, so I think I should be a child psychologist because it doesn't have math or hard stuff, because I care about the children, and frankly, I'm a lazy bint. Don't be a lazy bint. Get your ass into the railroad. Or military, as always. I just say that because it pisses off so many people. You always recommend the military. Even if it was a question about art, I think you should get in the military. All right, we'll see you guys later. Tools.